The emergency alarm blared across the control room. Captain Reed snapped his head up, his heart pounding. A signal loud, clear and impossible was cutting through Earth's defense network. That it came from deep space. It spoke in perfect English. Prepare for assimilation. Countdown initiated. No request. No contact, just a threat. And a timer. Where is it coming from? Reed barked. Sector 9, outside our reach. It's not human, sir. The technician's hands shook over the console. But it's using our language. It knew how to speak to us. Across the world, news stations cut their feeds. Governments scrambled. Civilians flooded shelters. Yet the skies remained empty. No ships, no warnings. Just that cold, steady countdown. The enemy thought Earth was frozen in fear. But Reed knew better. Earth wasn't silent because it was scared. Earth was silent because it was waiting. His communicator buzzed. A hidden channel activated. All black fleets stand by. Operation Shadowfire is green. Reed's lips curled into a grin. The galaxy had made a mistake. They thought Earth was silent. They were about to hear us roar. The alien fleet entered Earth's orbit without resistance. Massive black ships, sharp as blades, hovered over cities like silent predators. They sent another message. Your silence confirms submission. Assimilation begins. But Earth still didn't answer. No missiles. No warning shots. Nothing. Admiral Exer of the Veltrax Armada paced his bridge, confused. Why aren't they responding? Where is their fleet? Where is their fight? His officers shrugged. Perhaps they are weaker than our scouts reported. Exer grinned. Then this will be easy. On the ground, deep beneath a false power station, Captain Reed watched the enemy ships from a secret war bunker. They think we're weak, he said, tapping his earpiece. They think we're afraid. Around him, officers armed as stealth drones, loaded rail cannons, and prepared silent fighters. Earth's defense wasn't broken, it was hidden. Let them come closer, Reed whispered. Let them think we've surrendered. The alien fleet moved in, lowering toward the cities. They broadcast one final message, prepare to be absorbed. Reed's orders cut through the silence like a blade. Black fleets launch. The skies exploded with warships. The silence was over. Earth had spoken. And Earth spoke with fire. Admiral Exer stared at the battlefield in shock. Where did those ships come from? He hissed. Thousands of Earth warships, sleek, armored, and deadly, had ripped out of the void like ghosts. His officers scrambled. They were cloaked. Hidden in the asteroid belt. We didn't detect them. Impossible, Exer growled. Primitive worlds don't have this technology. But Earth wasn't primitive. High above, Captain Reed's ship, the Resolute, cut through the formation, leading the human charge. His voice rang cold over the fleet channel. Target their command ships, no mercy. Send them home in pieces. Earth's silence had been a trap. Missiles streaked through the black sky. Railguns thundered. Fighter squadrons spun like angry hornets, diving into alien cruisers and blasting through their armor. The aliens fired back, but Earth's pilots were fast, trained, and furious. This wasn't just defense, this was a hunt. Exer's voice cracked over the alien comms. Fall back, regroup. But Earth didn't let them run. Push forward, Reed ordered. They thought we were prey. Let's show them we're predators. The aliens had made their first mistake. They thought Earth would stay silent. Now they would pay for it. The Veltrax fleet shattered under the sudden human assault. Ships burned, twisted, and exploded in the skies over Earth. Admiral Exer's voice was a broken growl. They shouldn't have this power. Their records show. They're centuries behind. But the records were wrong. Earth had built in silence. Earth had built in secret, deep inside the Resolute, Captain. Reed moved to the command deck as fresh battle reports poured in. His second-in-command, Cole, grinned as he activated another wave of hidden platforms. They thought Earth was asleep, Cole said. Let's wake them up. Across the solar system, Earth's hidden arsenals came online. Massive defense satellites powered up from behind moons. Orbital cannons unfolded from disguised mining stations. Armored carriers emerged from dark space hangars. Humanity had spent decades building this silent fleet while the galaxy wasn't watching. We let them believe we were weak, Reed said, eyes sharp. We let them believe we were behind. The Veltrax fleet tried to regroup, but fresh waves of human warships punched through their defenses. The aliens thought they knew. Earth, they didn't know about the Black Fleets. They didn't know Earth had been waiting for this war. And now Earth was done waiting. The human fleet tore through space like fire through dry grass. Earth's warships didn't hold the line, they hunted. Captain Reed's voice cut across the fleet channel. Push the advantage. No survivors. No mercy. The Veltrax ships scattered in panic, but the Black Fleets chased them like predators tasting blood. Human fighters darted between enemy cruisers, cutting their engines and blowing open their hulls. On the alien flagship, Admiral Exer slammed his fist against the control panel. They're not fighting to survive. They're fighting to destroy us. He had assumed Earth would surrender, beg, maybe run. But these humans? They advanced like they had been waiting for this moment their entire lives. Human boarding parties smashed into Veltrax ships. Steel boots thundered across alien decks. Plasma blades and close-range cannons roared as humans fought face-to-face, fast, brutal, unstoppable. They're everywhere. One Veltrax officer cried. They fight like they've done this before. Because we have, Reed growled, storming through a captured enemy ship. The silence was gone. The trap had sprung. The galaxy's oldest mistake was playing out in front of Exer's eyes. Never assume a quiet. Earth is a weak one. Because when Earth speaks, it speaks with war. The alien fleet faltered, caught in a storm of relentless human assault. Captain Reed's voice echoed over the comms. Keep pressing. No quarter. Veltrax fighters tried to regroup, but Earth's pilots hunted them like wolves. AI-assisted targeting locked on swiftly, turning alien ships into burning wrecks. On board the Resolute, Reed watched the carnage with cold satisfaction. They expected primitives, he muttered. They found predators. Human warriors stormed enemy vessels, moving with lethal precision. Plasma blades clashed, and brutal hand-to-hand fights tore through the alien corridors. Fear spread through the Veltrax ranks like wildfire. Admiral Exer barked desperate orders. Form a defensive perimeter. Protect the command ship. But the tide had turned. The humans were faster, smarter, and ruthless. The Black Fleets had shattered the myth of alien superiority. Below, Earth cities braced, watching the battle unfold in the skies. The message was clear. Earth would not kneel. Reed grinned fiercely. Let them run. They couldn't escape the fury of a planet awakened. Earth wasn't just fighting for survival. Earth was fighting to rule. Admiral Hexer's voice trembled as new ships appeared on the alien radar reinforcements. Fresh and powerful, they're sending backup. We can't hold them off much longer. But Captain Reed remained calm in the Resolute's command room. Good, he said. Let them come. Earth's fleet had been tracking the enemy's supply lines for weeks, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Hidden destroyers slipped through asteroid fields and nebulas, cutting off reinforcements before they even reached the battle. The new alien ships arrived to find their routes blocked and their allies in flames. The human fleet moved like a shadow, silent, deadly, unstoppable. Exer's frustration boiled over. They know everything, every move, every plan. They don't just fight with weapons, Reed said quietly. They fight with strategy. The reinforcements were trapped in a deadly web. The Veltrax forces were falling apart under coordinated, multi-front attacks. Earth wasn't just defending, it was dismantling the alien armada piece by piece. The galaxy's mistake was clear. Underestimate Earth's patience, and you invite annihilation. The stars blurred as Earth's fleet raced toward the alien homeworld. Captain Reed's voice was steady, cold. This is the final push. No retreat. Behind him, the Resolute led the charge through heavy enemy fire. Alien fighters swarmed, desperate to protect their capital. But Earth's pilots cut through them like knives through smoke. The alien homeworld loomed ahead, a fortress of steel and fire. Shields pulsed with raw power, but Earth had weapons designed for this moment. Admiral Uxor's voice cracked with rage over intercepted comms. They dare invade our heart, destroy their ships, defend the planet at all costs. Reed gave the order. Deploy shadow squads. Boarding parties to the surface. We end this now. Dark dropships slipped through the chaos, landing behind enemy lines. Soldiers stormed alien strongholds with ruthless precision. No mercy. No hesitation. The enemy capital was Earth's battleground now. The silence that once shrouded Earth was gone. In its place, a war cry that echoed across the galaxy. You don't invade Earth and walk away. Earth's flag burned bright against the alien skies. Human warships unleashed a brutal barrage, pounding the Veltrax defenses without pause. Captain Reed's voice roared through the fleet comms. Crush their resistance. This ends today. Admiral Uxor's forces rallied for a desperate final stand. Massive alien cannons lit up the sky, hammering Earth's advancing ships. Explosions rocked the Resolute, but Reed didn't flinch. Push forward, he ordered. They broke the silence. We'll break their world. On the surface, human soldiers stormed the alien command center. Blaster fire and plasma blades clashed in narrow corridors. Veltrax warriors fought savagely, but Earth's forces pressed. Harder, faster, unstoppable. Uxor's voice trembled as he called for surrender negotiations. Human commander. Perhaps we can. You had your chance. Reed cut him off coldly. Now you'll understand what silence costs. The final blow came swift. A precision rail cannon strike obliterated the alien shield generator. Earth's fleet unleashed everything. The Veltrax capital burned. In the sky, the last Veltrax ship fled. Humanity didn't chase. They had delivered their message. Earth wasn't prey. Earth was a force. And now, the galaxy would never forget. The Veltrax homeworld smoldered in the aftermath of Earth's assault. Alien transmissions echoed in panic across the galaxy. Do not engage the humans. Do not mistake their silence for weakness. Survivors fled to distant systems, carrying a new story. The day Earth finally answered. On board the Resolute, Captain Reed stood on the observation deck, watching the wreckage drift through space. His crew, battered but alive, waited for his words. Send the message, Reed said quietly. Let the galaxy know we don't start wars, but we end them. Cole nodded and transmitted Earth's final broadcast. This is Earth. To those who would invade, our silence is not fear. Our silence is our warning. If you come, we will not negotiate. We will not run. We will not break. We will fight. And we will win. Across the stars, old empires took notice. Enemy fleets altered course. Ancient powers rewrote their plans, because now they understood. Earth's silence wasn't surrender. It was strategy. It was patience. And when Earth finally spoke, it spoke with fire.